What's up guys, and welcome to Simple Review, the series where I, PepperHomie, briefly play a game, review it, and I keep it simple. Let's get into it. World Flipper is an action RPG gacha game. When playing this game, you will be able to play through the main story, play in events, and fight bosses. The main story revolves around a boy and a girl who cross paths with a hero who was tossed onto their world. They then decide to aid the hero in his attempts to put an end to the evil that banished him to their world. At this point, you begin your pinball RPG experience and start fighting numerous enemies. Events are planned to happen in the game, but currently only standard events are available that will reward you with upgrade items and XP. Boss battles will allow you to take on bosses with friends online, or you can play solo. These will also reward you with XP and upgrade items. The core concept of this game is pretty similar to other gacha games, so if you play those regularly, you'll quickly pick up this game and know what you're doing. You're going to spend time summoning heroes and equipment to use in battle and hope to get lucky enough to score something rare. Ideally in gacha games, you're going to want the rare summons in order to do well in the game. Summoning is done with currency that can be bought or earned in game, but like most gacha games, your earned currency will run out eventually. Events will be another source of this currency, but it's too early to judge how that will be. Free to play wise, you're going to get a decent amount of currency for summoning, so you should be able to at least get some of the high rarity summons, which is a 5-star. 4 to 5-star summons are guaranteed per 10 summons, so it shouldn't be too hard to make a decent team. Now when it comes to gameplay, you will choose 3 main characters and eventually choose 3 support characters to fill out your team. Additionally, characters can be equipped with items to boost their stats. Each character has their own stats and special abilities that will benefit you in battle. Battles consist of you playing normal pinball, tapping the screen to make your flippers launch your team at enemies. Tapping the screen while your team is near enemies will cause your team to dash toward enemies, damaging them. The hits that you get on these enemies before you return to the flippers will result in a combo, causing special attacks to happen when you return to the flippers. Ultimate attacks are slowly obtained from this gameplay loop and are the flashiest part of this game and are unique to each character. All of this combat can be automated for easier gameplay if you want to casually enjoy the game and not actually manually play all of the time. Level design wise, each level is uniquely designed to offer its own pinball experience. Most levels are 2 parts and begin with small enemies and will transition into a small or large boss fight. Beyond the combat experience, you will also need to level up your characters in order to keep up with the steady increase of difficulty through the main story. This can be grindy in the long run, so be prepared to sink some time into the game if you want your team to be strong. And that's pretty much all that this game has to offer. Now from my experience, I'd have to say that I was pleasantly surprised with this game. I'm very familiar with gacha games, so this was nothing new to me, but the whole pinball experience really brought some life to this game. Everything about the game seems to be very polished, and the only issue I ever experienced was server issues, which is to be expected upon launch. The summoning rates were very similar to other gacha games, so I wasn't expecting too much for my summons. Free to play wise, I'd have to say that it's okay overall. There isn't really a pity system in place to guarantee you those 5-star summons, so it's really going to come down to how generous they are with the currency in the game. Rerolling, to my knowledge, is only possible with a rooted phone, so you may need to use an emulator if you want to reroll, or you can take the time to root your phone. So now with all that being said, I'd have to give this game 9 pepperonis out of 10. World Flipper is an ambitious gacha game that offers a new gameplay experience that will introduce something new into the gacha genre. I can't say I'm aware of any gacha game offering an experience like this, so it's something you should check out if you are a pinball fan. And that'll do it for this review. If you found this review to be helpful, or you would like to see more reviews, please leave a like, subscribe, and check out my channel where I post game reviews and game guides.